Welcome to Show Off Saturdays. This is going to be a little bit different. I had several things planned, but none of them really panned out. Next week, actually, I might have a food related Show Off Saturday. I haven't done one of those in a while. This will be, like I said, a little bit different. I'm still technically showing something off, only it's going to be icons inside of my massive YouTube folder. As every other, I would think, most every other content creator, have a folder, and pretty much it's my toolbox. I got all the audio files in there. I got logos. I got these. I got all the kind of stuff, right? My master folder. And I thought it'd be kind of interesting to take a look through my icons folder. This is maybe like 40 or 50 icons. Emojis, regular things. You probably see them on the thumbnails. These are thumbnail icons. Some of these I might have used inside of uploads, but mostly for thumbnails. And in real time, I'm actually going to look at these and delete what I don't need. Going to go through these kind of quickly. First, of course, you see it's the Patreon logo. I don't know if it's the old or the new logo, but I used to talk about Patreon, how I didn't like Patreon, and I didn't much care for a lot of the YouTubers that use Patreon. That really hasn't changed. But, the landscape kind of changed to where it's hard to see anyone that is not using Patreon right now, or YouTube and memberships and all that kind of jazz, stuff that I would never really be interested in. And at times I would actually joke that I was going to have a Patreon. So it's an icon that I guess I could delete, but just for sentimental reasons, I'll leave it here in the folder. And who knows? Who knows? I might one day talk about some Patreon type stuff, but I don't know. It would have to be something that maybe I've never talked about before concerning Patreon, that'd be kind of rare. I'll still leave it in here, okay? Got a lot of these to go through. So we have this, which is... that's a Microsoft console. That is the Microsoft box. There's no such thing as an Xbox anymore, so I don't know. Should I delete it? I mean, I'm really close to thinking about deleting it because, there's no more Xbox, so I don't know. Xbox is everything and nothing. I'm just going to lean on the side that Xbox is actually nothing right now. And there's a crack. Just a crack. You never know when you might need a crack, a Windows crack. That's a big X sign. Definitely going to need that. Definitely going to need that. And this is a kind of sad, little sad emoji, disappointed. Yeah, I'm going to keep that one. And again, I don't know. What does that look like? It's green. There's an X cross type in the middle. It doesn't look familiar anymore. Oh, that one, I know what that is. That's a PlayStation logo. They make consoles with exclusives. So they still do that. Also, Nintendo does that. Doo-doo-doo. I've used that a couple times. That's the dumbass emoji. And that is the sweating / maybe aroused horny emoji. You could use it for both. And the stock is going up, baby. Stock is going up. I guess I'll keep it. I don't talk about the stock market a whole lot. And I don't know what the hell that is. It's, it's kind of creeping me out. So we're going to delete that shit. Kind of freaking me out. And of course, you got to have the bug eyes one. The bug eyes. And this one, basically, a clown. Someone's a clown. I got this. And up later, I'll have a nose. This one, I'm keeping it even though it has a black background. There used to be a version of this that I got that, I get these on Google. There used to be a version of this that didn't have the black background, but still the thumbs up is a staple of the channel. I use that a lot. And there's the man. There's the Ace Attorney. And whenever I'm talking about any legal matters, I use that in the thumbnail. I also really like using the outro music from one of the games. Activision Blizzard. This is mostly when I talked about that merger merger with Microsoft. You know what? I'm going to delete it. I don't think I'm ever going to need this again. And there's a bigger crack. I could delete the smaller crack, but I'm gonna keep both cracks. Again, I keep seeing this everywhere. I'm gonna delete that. What is that? I don't even know what that is anymore. It's a sad crying emoji. That's the bomb, baby. Of course I'm gonna keep the bomb. I've used the bomb not recently, but I used a lot of the bombs before in the thumbnails. A drooling emoji. Not a great looking emoji, but I'll keep it. Why not? And there's the big thumbs up emoji. Just one thumbs up. And I think I've stuck that big old thing in the mouths of many YouTubers before, I believe, in thumbnails. And the fire, I love that fire icon right there. That is so cool looking. Just the way that is done. Man, maybe it's basic or whatever, but I like how it flows. It flows nice. Gosh, how many of these do I need, right? Fuck, I guess I'll keep that one. Jeez, though. Yeah. It's coming back to me. Xbox? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Xbox, right? Yeah, Xbox. I'll keep it. Shit, I guess I still have to talk about Xbox stuff, talk about gaming, but I'll do it in a way where I'm the Xbox console might be coming out, the new one. I'm Xboxed out, man. Can you tell? And I think that's the one. I'll go back and delete the other one later with the double thumbs up. And that's the bug eyes, but just a little bit different. More like a wide mouse kind of version. I like that one a lot better than the other one. And I could probably add like a little bit of drool on the mouth also. It'd be best. And there's just like a meh. Like, eh. I don't even see the point in this emoji. Because it's like, it's nothing there, so I'm going to delete that one. Did I have two of that one? Okay, I delete the second one. And a rest in peace. Of course, gotta have that. For things that, I wouldn't do that for people that die, but things that die. For instance, like the Xbox, for instance, how that died. And next up, stinky emoji. Oh, it's a big old piece of crap. That's my most used emoji, meaning I've used several different poops, several different craps at the same time. And man, I tell you, sometimes I get fecal mania and I put that crap so many places in thumbnails. Yet, I have fun. I mean, not in real life, okay? I'm not a freak like that, and I mean, I am gonna judge you even if you actual fecal maniacs. But no, you know what I'm talking about. Have you seen some of the thumbnails with that emoji? I get creative with that one. They're a really cool looking icon there. I just like that Ace Attorney icon. And there's the biggest crack yet. Out of the three cracks, that's the biggest crack. And money. Hey, I gotta use money. Yeah. Money. I use money. I put it in stacks. And there's a more common rest in peace tombstone. Yeah, gotta have a YouTube one. A little tiny crack. We'll just get rid of the little tiny crack. We don't need that little tiny crack. And then crying, laughing emoji. GameStop. Yeah, gonna use that one again. They were supposed to die, I think, like 5-10 years ago. All these YouTubers talk about GameStop dying, but it never died. There's a confused emoji, the clown nose, another crying, and then the money, and then we're just going to go, big old piece of crap. EA? Okay, we'll keep that. Question mark. Oh, okay, there's the classic Patreon. Yeah, you get the point here. So, we're gonna end on that one, right? We're gonna end on that one. I think there's a couple more. But yeah, basically, this is just me going through my icons folder. And I might have some more of these in the future, but next week will be a more traditional